Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
How are you doing?
Are you talking to me or them?
Mostly them. Anyway, today we have two guests.
Two fabulous guests.
We do. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves.
Yes.
And then we'll add our
And then
own
we'll
after.
add the rest of it.
You go.
My name is Chidera Olaedo, and I'm the founder of Olaedo Naturals.
Chidera, your voice has to be loud.
The way you just said this thing, I see. I've just found out Olaedo Naturals, you know. It's just one thing that I can just imagine the way she's talking as if people don't know what this is.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Ebube Obianaso, and I am figuring out life.
Good. I love it. You and us both.
So you guys, how was your weekend?
Yeah, what did you guys
get up to?
Nothing. I'm in Lagos for work.
Okay.
And that's just it.
Did you do any work this weekend, or you're still like prepping?
No, I didn't go anywhere. Okay, I had a shoot for my brand, and that was it. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, my weekend was actually quite decent. I went for my colleague's wedding on Saturday, and it was
a sweet one.
Yeah. I wore my favorite color, purple, so it felt really pretty. Sunday, I went to the salon, then for my cornrows done. That's
nice.
it. Yeah.
You, what did you do?
I have to use my phone to remind me.
Are you crazy?
I did I feel like 70 plus.
It's
my pictures that remind me of
not
what I
even
was up
30
to.
again because this Monday, we just finished the weekend.
The weekend was really
Just yesterday.
Let's see. So according to this, okay,
Friday.
fabulous. So I had a ton of stuff in my parents' house.
Okay.
In Manchester. It arrived.
Okay.
Shout out to Top Ship. I was so happy. I wasn't even supposed to open it yet. I was just so happy. I was so excited. So a ton of my stuff came. And then on Saturday, I went to knock. I went to Isamala. And then my best friend, Enjoyy, called me. Her house is a construction site at the moment. So she was very, very... She was in a terrible mood. So she asked us to come get her. And then we went to get ice cream. And then on Sunday, I had a random craving for Nigerian Chinese food, to be specific. So I went to Jade Palace.
You went to Jade. That's a real throwback.
Yeah.
You guys, Jade Palace, just for
it's
context.
a Chinese restaurant in VI.
It's a Chinese restaurant in VI, but like back in the day, right?
That's all the big boys and girls. Like if your parents wanted to spoil you,
See,
you your birthday there.
what I'm talking about. It was Jade Palace and Ocean Parade. Sunday like this, you just see big men and women and their families.
Yeah.
You know when you go, Nigerian families how they do Chinese restaurants. When you arrive there and then it's just a big table.
Yeah.
That was Jade Palace. And then there was a club in Jade Palace. That was the first club I ever went to.
Downstairs.
Voila.
At all.
Yes. When they see launched, Kenny Big Deal. Can you imagine the age that we were at this time? Netosi did his album, Kenny, and guess what? All of us were like 16, 17. And that was the year where I don't know what all of us were thinking, but you know when there was like corporate fashion? Like guys were wearing sweatshirts. Yes. It was very bizarre. That's what all of us were wearing to this party. Because to see what suit everybody in our war, it was deeply bizarre. So
And the way we got
16,
in,
17-year-olds inside the
so
club.
excited. The way most people got in was so Issa, who was like our colleague at the time, is Nito's cousin. So his friend and his little friends.
It's just the gates, just, running.
Because we all felt so cool, very stupid boys.
And do you know the thing? I'm 100% sure that room that the club was in is like the BQ of Jade Palace. Like, I'm so sure that there was never any. I'm sure that was like, they just had a room in that restaurant and we turned it into a club.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was
time.
amazing.
Jade Palace is a real, that's a good one.
I thoroughly enjoyed the food. And this thing happens all the time.
And they always have like orange tablecloth, like oriental.
The same thing. So it was, I got my staples, sweet and sour something in black bean sauce. I was very, very pleased with myself and spring rolls, and I had a great time. Now, fun. Well, while I was there, Nigerians are very interesting people. So this guy comes with his babe, I think. And at some point, I don't know what happened, a waiter offended him. I always forget how, like, Nigerians, like, people just vex. The guy just like, meaning what? He stands up. I'm so like, we now didn't know where to look. When you want to do a boy, because me, I was backing him. So I couldn't have turn to be like, what's going on? The guy is raking. And then he's very Yoruba. He's yelling or whatever. And then they bring like but a new waiter comes in, and I was like, Daddy, I'm happy. Daddy, don't be annoyed. Daddy, don't be angry. He didn't know that you are our customer. And you know this thing of like, you know how, and you know, restaurants are so used to managing like people's emotions that, you know, the waiter now starts acting as if the man is his like senior cousin. He now leans on the table. He says, so you're normal. You eat? You eat? Is that medium or large of it? I was like, I've seen this so many times. And imagine the man was able to do. Go and look for an Igbo waiter. Come and talk to your brother, please. I kind of like calmed the man down. I found that so funny. And then what else? Then I went to drink wine at Liquid Hub. Bro.
Oh, there's Liquid Hub in Lagos.
Yeah. In Ikoyi.
That was another throwback. That was a nice one.
I had a fantastic Sunday. By the time I got to my the way I entered the house. So, but I had a really, really nice relaxing. And I saw John, my business partner,
Mr. John. I've not seen Mr. John since he became a married man. Well, an engaged man. Quarter to married. I've not seen Mr. John.
We're already having very interesting conversations. Guys tell me, did you know this is this much? I said, oh God, get out of my phone.
You get that's what I want to hear. But what did I do on Friday? Friday, I decided to go to work at like 5 p.m. I went to the factory in Ikeja. So I got back home at like 9. So Friday was out. I didn't do anything on Friday. I told you guys that I did braids on Monday. I said I was going to take it out before.
Braids.
Oh yeah. So by Friday night I had braids. I decided that before night lands Saturday, these braids must be a thing. Must be a thing of the past. So Saturday, I determined in my heart, these braids were out. What else did I do on Saturday? I know I did something on Saturday, but like recalling it is where the challenge really is. Anyway, no. So one or two people came to it was one of the things where one friend came to my house and they left, and then somebody else came to my house and they left. So I was at home, but people were in and out. That was fun. Sunday, I did my nails, and that was also my friend Lola opened a nail store called Halo.
Oh, really? Where is it?
This is the first time I seen them do that magnet P. I seen that thing. No, there's one magnet skinny that they do where they like, and then see the thing is now moving. It is on Instagram.
Where is her store?
Is in Good Beach. They do it on Instagram.
Oh, I want
where
to
they
go
put
there.
a magnet and then all the glitter just starts moving. And then that's what they did. I was deeply fascinated. And then Sunday, what did I do on Sunday?
You went to Leila's house.
I went to Leila's house. And so Leila messaged you.
Yes.
And you said you're busy. So I said, no, fair enough. Fair enough. So I went to Leila's house. And once again, I just thought, let me just stop by. Leila just said, how far I do? I said, let me stop by Leila's house. And you know, I got there at a respectable hour. I got there like 6. So I just thought, you just stop at your friend's house Sunday. So as someone who is like a functioning member of society, I'm now going to go back home, prepare for Monday, just get everything in order. When I tell you that I was in Leila's house till 3 a.m., it was myself, Wale Baby was there, Lala came, Tayo came. I said, now. And then when he just stood up, he said, I'm going. It's 3 a.m. I said, sorry.
You lost track of time.
I saw the time because the last time I checked the time, it was like 11. So I just thought, okay, like 30 minutes. Do you get? So when we were gisting, I just thought it's probably midnight. Yeah. When I go back to my house, I said 4 a.m. I'm not in bed. I didn't go out.
And you know, this shenanigans happens with this particular group of friends all the time.
That's why I didn't go. All the time.
I'll just go. I
knew
that.
Just said it. I said she's not coming. I said fair. But I thought, so in my mind, I thought 11 will be done.
Has that ever happened before?
No.
Exactly. It's what I'm talking about.
Because the last time I even went to her house, it was just 2 of us, so I still went to about that 3 a.m. So I just thought that because we're all sensible people, all of us are working people. It's Sunday night. Somebody I just felt, so my phone was dying. I now put it to charge in the corner. But the last time I looked at that, it was like 11. I just thought that based on the fact that everybody here is a working person, be a voice of reason. Somebody, maybe like midnight, someone would just say, guys, time to Monday. Once he just, once he just said, guys, it's 3 a.m. I said, I didn't go to the club. I didn't. So I was not feeling somehow that what kind of waste, what kind of thing is this? Because what we did now, are you telling me we cannot do it in the daytime? And there was nothing we were discussing of any meaningful. Like, There was no topic that was keeping us there.
You basically just while they waited.
We were just saying rubbish, actually. I want you guys to choose between one is called Career Show and one is called Jola's favorite handbag.
And we have to do all of them.
They're both quite spicy.
Yeah, Career Show first.
Hello, FK and Jola. I love you guys and your content. Chef's kiss. So my dilemma goes like this. I work in an office that's predominantly full of northern people. It's a government office and we know how conservative it is. Yeah. But anyway, they're actually spicy babes dressing behind their long dresses and scarves. I'm a young lady who loves to look good, so I don't necessarily conform to all the standards of Ankara dresses and all. I wear my corporate dresses and heels to work, which are appropriate but suits me. Now, please tell me why some people are always threatened by this, always saying shit behind my back and making shady statements, which I dismiss because I'm also really friendly and sweet. There's one person that made it her mission to befriend me, but she's always looking at my laptop when I'm working and always going behind closed doors to tell the bosses to add her in whichever project I'm on. She recently told me that news was going round that I'm dating our boss at the new office because of how I dress. I was utterly stunned and confused. My dilemma is, how do I set boundaries with people at work and also still work there? Plus, what do I do about this completely false rumor going around because of how I dress? Please help a sister out. Thank you guys. Love you. My dear. Toughy, because her point is, I'm not dressing appropriately. I'm just dressing. You know what she means. Like she's wearing all these corporates,
corporate wears,
this one now, and she's in an office where everybody's wearing a car, or covering their hair or doing this and that. So, my dear, tough times because the truth is, every kind of workplace has a dress code, right? And
formal and so there's a formal dress code.
Yes.
And then there's an informal way people behave
inside the office.
The tone. Yes,
exactly.
The tone of the office.
And so I think the fact is that probably you're not breaking any formal rules because you're still wearing corporate outfits. But just based on the culture that is there, you're now looking different. And as a result, it has now affected, like, obviously, rumor don't start. Share this one down. So the truth is, I don't know that you're going to necessarily end up, unless you want to change kind of what you consider who you are, you're going to change people's minds about those perceptions. I think it's more a case of how you're going to kind of deal with it and keep it moving. I'm not sure.
I think, so first of all, is it not the amebo that looks at her laptop that came to tell her that there's a rumor?
It's the amebo that started the rumor.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so I was like, actually, when she said who started the rumor, I was like, there's no rumor.
It's not babe that started. It's the babe.
There's no rumor. What is happening is
the rumor.
What's happening is you're probably, first of all, the babe wants to be on all the projects you're on because you're effective at your job and it makes her look good.
Yeah.
And she's just looking for a way to make her a valuable person.
So is that me and you against the world?
Yes. So now she wants to be a valuable person to you. So this babe has thought that, okay, I need this girl to befriend me. I have nothing tangible to offer her. But, have you seen that video? That TikTok sound, how about me and you make an alliance? Have you seen that sound? Where someone is like, yeah. So it's like this thing of like, she really doesn't have anything else to offer. But this idea of like office friendship, you don't have friends. You're on a different sort of like wavelength from a lot of people in your office, which is fine. But now there's this idea that she's trying to sell you the idea that if we're seen as friendly, they'll be like, no, but
at least
she's this person's friend. I know now how she be dating your guy. This girl would have told us, so now you are going to be her champion. I'll go back and say, how can she date the guy? She's my friend. We're like this. We go home together. We come. We're like this. We get that project they put me. They put her together now.
That's why I would know. She would have told me.
There's no rumor. What I think you need to do is, in terms of creating boundaries, just because you're different, people will say things like you dress differently. You're like. It's Nigerian office politics, so there's not a lot to be done, honestly, without you
changing
being miserable at work. Like, you're now going to be pandering and feeling some kind of way. I'm feeling really miserable. And is it pandering for nothing? Is it the kind of thing that if you pander, are you going to get promotion?
Yeah, or is it just eye service?
Or is it just eye service for eye service sake? Do you actually want to be their friends? Do you miss out on things?
Also, is it like an actual problem? Like, are your bosses concerned? Or is it just people are like, now wow.
Yeah, so I think in all these things, like, how much headache do you want to take on for a real problem as opposed to like a manufactured issue. With this babe, just give her the side eye, really. Like, when it boils down to it.
Criminal.
Yes. She's
very bombastic. What's a crazy babe?
That's the kind of person you can't fight in the office because that's their hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Causing chaos is actually their hobby. It's natural to her to come
Very
up with
natural.
that issue. So I think it's the kind of thing where you just be telling her, really, I wonder where that
You have to play into it. So now, what do you think I should do? But tell them now.
Yeah,
You have to play into it. You have to tell you. Yeah.
That's the only way. Really, I think of it as like you're dealing with someone that's actually, quite frankly, a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you have to dig into it because anybody that is fighting, not for their own project, but to be on your own project, has clearly come to work to do rubbish.
What's the other one?
Okay, Jolla's favorite handbag. Hello, Jolla and FK. You guys are my best friends in my
Why are you
head.
really like that so fast like that now?
Because I'm trying to get through. Okay, sorry. Hello, Jolla and FK. You guys are my best friends in my head. So I'm an introvert and I'm going for NYC at the end. Wait, so this is what I'm reading. This is not what I'm reading. This is not what I'm reading. This is not what I'm reading at all. Okay, this is it. Sorry, different one. Joan. Not Jolla. Hey, girlies, what's good? Love the pod so much. I really hope you share my story because, for one, it's not centered or related to relationships. No, thank God. So I need advice on making my next move. I'm 29. I'm considering moving back to my parents' house. Quick background. I moved to the island in early February this year because my job at the time in a bank required me to go to the office physically every day. So it made sense to get a place closer to work. I got a 1-bed in Lekki and my total rent plus, this baby has given us details, so I love it, plus agency was 3M plus. Fortunately for me, I got a $1 remote job in May that pays me $1,500 a month. And I've been working from home since then. Now, the landlord told me that he'll be increasing the rent, which is due in March because of cost of things. Now, bear in mind that the water in the house isn't clean, blah, blah, blah. Now, she's saying there is nothing keeping her in Lagos. She's a big-time introvert. She doesn't go anywhere. And 80% of my friends have relocated out of the country. My job is extremely hectic, so I'm always at home working. I go to a gym within the estate and a small church not too far from my house. So it got me thinking, should I just move back to my parents' house in Ibadan instead of giving all my money to a Lagos landlord? My siblings are all out of the country, so it's just my parents who are at home. My parents' house is not in the best state because we've been trying to renovate, but the costs are affecting them as they're paying school fees for my 2 younger siblings in Canada and America. So it got me thinking, instead of paying my rent in Lagos, shouldn't I just move back fully, make my room more comfortable? Let me mention that I also got admission to go for my MBA in America. I was lucky enough to get a fully funded sponsorship because I had a first class in uni and excellent scores, but I deferred my admission to September 2024. I currently have about $5,500 in savings, so I can afford the 3M rent. Please, I want to hear your perspective, especially because you guys lived with your parents as adults. Where are the pros and cons? So what do you guys think?
About the pro and con?
No, not just pro and con. She has said plenty things.
So the first thing is
should she move to her parents' house?
Yes.
Obviously, based on the rent. She has savings. She has moved her master's to next year. And then the pro and con.
So we'll start. Let me give her my solution. You should definitely move back home to Ibadan. If you don't have friends, you save a lot of money. The thing is, if you don't have a lot of friends, you're an introvert and you're going to save money, I think you should go back home, do the renovations.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that she puts in brackets that the renovations will cost 1M.
Definitely go back home and go back home. In fact, now you're going to call an architect. Now you're going to show them in Ibadan that you're a Lagos big girl. First of all, because she doesn't have the extra, so she doesn't get the social benefits of living here.
Yes.
Which is what keeps a lot of people here. The reason I'm saying you should go back home is if you then have a ton of friends that come in home around that December period, you can come in, get a short let for that time period, have your friends around, go out, enjoy yourself, and go back home to Ibadan. That's the first. You see, that Ibadan, you are going back.
You are going back. And I hate Ibadan. Let me tell you. I hate Ibadan.
But you are going back. You are going back. You are going to save your money. You are going to save your mental. And you are going to try. Like, you're going to create a sanctuary that is beneficial to you, but also to your family in the long run.
And also your work isn't dependent on location. You have a remote job in dollars, my dear.
No. I genuinely think, unless it's that your parents are nuts and like your mental health is in jeopardy, mental health is in jeopardy. What do you lose?
I think honestly, unless your parents are like insane, where you living with them is going to now be your problem.
Yeah.
Then okay, now we can say, okay, what will we do?
And then you can have a thing where it's literally like every month
you come back to Lagos.
Come to Lagos, have fun.
It will still be cheaper than your friends.
She said she's an introvert.
Oh yeah, okay. But on her ones now, maybe she has seen a restaurant on Instagram. She's like, actually, I want to go there.
Yeah, fair enough.
You can't. So you might have remote colleagues also in Lagos. Can be like, who wants to go for lunch? No, honestly, like I really do think if we're thinking based on you're moving to America, so first of all, even the mental health, even if it's in shampoo, it's only going to be for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, now if it's shampoo with your parents, I think you know that I'm not staying here.
Yeah.
Anytime they're doing their rubbish, you say September 2024. This person calls themselves Into Big Boro and says, my flatmate caught me snooping in her room. We've lived together for 2 years and met each other online. We have a cordial and friendly relationship. Every once in a while, when she's not around, I go into her room just to have a look. I'm not taking anything, no. Or looking for anything in particular. I'm just having a little nosy around. Anyway, on this snooping occasion, I went into her room and saw a note addressed to me. It said, "Hi, Into Big Boro. What the hell are you looking for? Guys, where do I go from here? The girl needs to swallow me whole."
The girl needs to swallow her.
I heard like you said.
I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is? There are times when like my mom and I are almost like siblings. We are the same dress size. We love the same type of hair, everything. So sometimes I'll be like, somebody has shifted something in the room. And it's always my mom. But it won't be anything obvious. Sometimes I'll say, Mommy, did you go into my room? She'll not be looking guilty. I'll say, Mommy, did you enter my room? She'll say, how did you know? How did you know? That's pretty much it. So, bleaching. Don't mind me.
Bleaching.
Don't mind me. So,
are you just quite crazy?
I actually am. And the reason why this is an interesting topic is that I've considered it. Have I told you this thing before? Yes.
Jolla what?
So, there was a time that...
But you're light skin-ish.
But there's a time that I felt like my whole body had to be the same color. My armpits, my inner thighs were not cooperating with me. And first time I mentioned it, my mom was like, are you insane? They are not meant to be the same color. I said, who said that? Who said that? Do you know why we now ended up? Mommy said, okay, why does it matter to you? I said, what if I'm taking pictures? I said, what kind of picture are you taking?
Girl, what kind of picture are you taking that your inner thighs are jumping out?
I said, you know that. I said, you don't understand what I was trying to say.
I love that because really and truly, no. You tell us the kind of picture you want.
I said, picture alone, yeah. That you have to. She said, are you carrying your leg up? I said, me. It was so funny because, but I just, like, and I think it's a thing of it was a manufactured insecurity.
Yeah,
like it's not a real thing, but I think maybe like, and this must have been like maybe almost a decade ago, and I saw it somewhere where someone made a whole thing about how I know exactly where it came from. It wasn't up to a decade ago, but someone was talking about how Kelly Rowland's knees that she did not. You can tell this one did not kneel down in secondary school
because everything is smooth. Yeah,
do you know I said like this?
My knees.
My knees, no. Mm-hmm. Then someone else now said, yes, even my inner thigh. And I started genuinely being like, maybe I need to tone. Just toning. I didn't want to tone so that everything can be one color. And I went to Kemi thinking that she will support me. Actually, she said I should get out. But I really I started it off like joking because that has never really been an issue for me. I'm considered Yoruba yellow. So quite frankly, that's not like a conversation I've ever really had to have. Mm-hmm. But I wanted us to talk about it in general because Chidera wanted to come on the podcast. We wanted her to come on the podcast. She runs a skincare brand. But in the last, maybe I would say year in particular, on Nigerian Twitter, the amount of conversations we've had about skin, bleaching, skincare, organic.
There's a lot. It's a bit heated.
It's a big, it's a big conversation that sometimes people
even
don't
the bleaching
handle with.
business is also like a big,
of course,
booming. It's booming. It's a big business.
If that's what you are doing, you very much.
The thing is, it's both like covert and like over because some are like outright. This is bleaching cream. Then you'll be seeing all this clinical fair, glow,
even in marketing. You know, there's some products that don't even bleach. But they market it and put whitening.
Because they know it will move.
Because they know it will
wow.
Really?
Yeah.
So it doesn't do anything. They just say it does.
They just say yes.
The one I like is when you see something milk. I say, something milk, something fair. But yeah, I wanted to ask Ebube, because the first thing is, until very recently, people there was a look like, oh, you're bleaching your skin, and we know why or whatever. But then people would argue that they're not. Like it was a whole thing.
And the thing is, you can't. How do you want to drag it with them?
Yes.
But like it's like okay, but I can see certain types of like discoloration or thing, especially when you're not doing what they call advanced bleaching. You're not doing a big babes. You're not doing a big. You're not doing a big babes as in even people are injecting things to like make sure that it moves evenly. And you're not doing like a clinical.
It's just
people they go spa 2 weeks spa bleaching. You get like a clinical process of lightning. You're on vibes.
When did you decide to start like creating your own like skincare products, and why? Just generally, why? Before we get to talking about.
Okay, so my why is even. I think my first intro to beauty is makeup. I used to be a professional makeup artist.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that was like my first intro. I just decided I can't do makeup because it's very intimate.
Yeah.
Like you meet clients.
With their face.
Yeah, with their face. And you have to go to sometimes their house or maybe a hotel.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And you have to stand up,
throughout.
Be up on your feet. Maybe you have like 3 bridesmaids or 4. You have to do them like, this is not going to be my life. And I also realized that I didn't really like it. I preferred just doing my own makeup on my face than, getting paid to do people's makeup. I was like, but I like beauty. What should I do? I don't have natural hair.
Wow,
natural hair products. Yeah, natural hair products. Because I have really good natural hair. And I'm like, no, I don't think I can match the consistency.
Yeah.
So obviously, next was skincare. So then, skincare is not what it used to be.
Yeah. When did you start?
Information, 2018. There's a lot of information, education, night routine, makeup routine, and all that money routine. Get ready with me. Then it was just coconut oil was such a thing. It will heal you. It will do this.
You have an accident. People say you rub coconut oil on your face.
On your face.
I did that.
Bro, I said on your hair. Your face.
Yeah. There's a thing called shea butter Twitter.
You'll be doing
all you need is just
the goddess. Yeah.
2016, Queen, this one.
2017. No, 2015, 16. Yeah. It was shea butter, coconut oil, black soap, all that.
Wow, black soap really had its moments as well.
No, but black soap is still good.
Yeah, I can't lie. But
I think most of the problem we have is formulation.
Yeah.
Because shea butter is like a whole ingredient.
Yeah.
Even in these foreign products, they have shea butter. Coconut butter, mango butter. But we are whipping it. That's like we're getting the raw shea butter and just whipping it. Some are like emulsifying their own. Some are just like, just whipping up their own. But these guys are like...
they're breaking down.
Yeah, they're breaking it down. It's, formulated properly in like a lab.
Yeah.
And all that. So they're more advanced. The production is like, it's really, really, really great. So when I started, obviously, I didn't know this much. I just knew I liked skincare. And I wanted to make products. It was also very fascinating, like, to break down, shea butter and then melt it and then whip it. Sometimes you double whip, you triple whip. So we started with shea butter, actually, just one product. And then it was still a thing. the whole African.
People were Nubian queen. People were doing shea butter. You use it for everywhere.
Now
people
with
were
shining. Hair now, people go back to relaxing their hair. Then if you relax your hair, you're in trouble. you are in big trouble. They've gotten you. White people, you want to be white. You
were just saying Eurocentric beauty standards.
Make YouTube of, I have decided to relax my hair. And the comment will be, why will you relax your hair? You don't know you're African goddess. You know, it would be a big deal, right? So then, I mean, I started the shea butter, but obviously I knew I was going to grow.
Yeah.
I was going to, advance, and, introduce more products. So it was shea butter, body butters, and then sugar scrub before even our black soap. So, there's now starting it. And then there is people who are making bleaching products.
Yeah.
The whipped body butters, they add bleaching ingredients.
Yeah. The
black soap, they add bleaching ingredients in the black soap, because black soap is not bad, shea butter is not bad, but because there is more businesses or brands making the harmful ones, pushing it out, most people are now attached black soap to, it's bleaching. Body butters are like, they'll bleach your skin. People add, just weird ingredients in their products.
I thought this conversation was very important. It was very delicious and juicy. Thank you, Ebube. Thank you, Chidera. Please,
thank you,
Madam,
so much.
Tell them when they can.
I've been telling them when they can buy. You heard that? She didn't miss her words. She's not world's best, and that's correct.
I'm not even being funny. Because I use her stuff.
She didn't miss her words.
Because I use her stuff, I can vouch 1,000,000% for particularly her soaps. I'm obsessed. The show that she actually had to tell me that it's for both of us because I was ready. I was ready to just put it. No, I wasn't say that.
She said she wasn't going to give.
Yeah, no, legit. I was ready to. So I love her soaps. I love her body butters. I use those consistently, and then I alternate between my regular face wash and the your face wash. So please tell them where they can find you.
We have a website too. So we have a website and we have some stockists in Lagos, Enugu, Port Harcourt, Abuja.
My dear.
Oh, the website. The website is www.olaedonaturals.com.
OLAEDO Naturals.
Yeah, it's pronounced Olaedo like OLEDO. But it's OLAEDO. It means gold.
Gold. Okay. Where I find you? Where can people find you?
Everywhere. I'm everywhere. So Instagram Olaedo Naturals, Twitter Olaedo Naturals. And nobody should come and find me personally.
And they will. They are looking for funny. They will find they are looking for. What about you?
Where can people find you?
I'm on Twitter. I make noise on Twitter. My handle is bube_. 2 E's _ so bube_. That's the only place I want you to find me. Don't find me on Instagram.
So please go and look for them. As always, all those ones subscribe. Oh, my dear, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah. I don't have an unsafe space of this
anything
week.
you want to do, you will do it.
I don't have an unsafe space this week, but I have a thought that I want to share.
Please share.
Okay.
I have a thought I want to share. And the thing is, I feel I'm going to look at you people because Fakemi judges me a lot. Let me tell you something recently, and I think it's coming with age.
I want you to say what you want to say first.
Okay. The older I get, it's not as if it's people's business, but when I'm wearing full pants and people call me babe or sis, I'm offended. Because I'm a big auntie.
Sorry, are you insane?
No. Do you understand what I mean? If you're wearing a thong or Brazilian, that's sis.
You want people to call you
full
big auntie.
That's a ban. Who is sis?
You don't want to talk to you anyhow.
No!
But can you see the pants I'm wearing?
Exactly. Do you know that this happened to me actually today? Last man stopped me. I'm not to tell the way he stopped me. I'm not to say if you know what I'm putting on. If you know, if you see my inner garments, actually, respect me.
The opposite of this, because the days I manage to wear matching underwear, I feel on top of them. So when I see people approaching me in such a manner, I said, if you want me to off my clothes, the way I'm moving to me, you will move to me with vim. Because do you know what it is to manage to be wearing matching As in, I bought the pants and the bra. The same color.
Same color, everything.
And I just say, you know what? Let me just give them. Let me just give them stepping up. I feel good. And because I know, I just feel good because I'm like, I know.
Yeah, I'm very
everything
put
is just,
together.
everything is just
I'm thinking
matching.
about recently, and nothing. I'm just like,
Your pants.
yes, no, because it's different. I haven't seen a full pant before.
I have.
You know what I mean?
I have some.
It's like,
You know that M&S full pants pack?
yes.
I think that comes in a pack 3 or
Big pack like this.
Remember to just put MTWTS Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That pack, I have it. Big full pants like this. Big pants.
I said, did I say, excuse me, sis, hello. That's answer to you.
Actually, let me tell you. Okay, I had a thought this weekend, and I said, because me and Leila were discussing some of our recent errors. No, not us, but basically we're joking to each other, and then Wale Baby was laughing at us that he's like, we'll start doing prayers. We're just telling each other how, based on our behavior, this love matter might be long for us. Because basically, 2 different people, I think, had approached us the weekend. Before 2 minutes, so I just said, bro, you know, it's either I going to come correct. And it wasn't like bad things they did. It was just like, at my age, don't whine me. Please now. But at least put some effort to let the lies be so plenty that I've never heard them before. Imagine coming with all these small like lies of that year. I said, boy, please. Anyway, I was now saying that actually I was like looking at I was dressing up the house and I was looking at my wardrobe and I was like, do you know that if like we do all this, if like I say I want to do all this whirlwind romance December, I don't have lingerie. All the pants and bra, they're functional.
Please don't say functional.
That's the thing.
Functional. It is functional as in
the job of this pants is to cover and to pack.
I'm going out. This is a t-shirt bra for support. This is a full bra for coverage. All those one thing concerning lace, concerning rope, concerning flower, concerning what? 0. I say I just give them black. But I'm like, if I want to do world in romance now, all these, blue lace, all these red, all these green, where will I start from?
One of my friends said that her boyfriend was like, oh, that one day he said that he just randomly said that, oh, and he wasn't talking about her in particular. Like, I think they had seen like a matching underwear said, and he was like, oh, that's really nice. He said, if you want or you don't want to. Anything you see when you get there, if you don't want to cover my body for me. I said, I'm not arguing with. I just said that this one is nice. No, she said that's what she starts fight to. So what I try to say.
I thought about it so that if I want to do now romance, I go tough. After that, you've seen 1 black, 2 black, 3 black. 12 times. 12 times. Because I'm like, it's only one I had from that year where I was, moving in seduction. Since then.
Anyway, guys, as you can see, please, if you are listening,
things are top of mind.
Yes, now. If you're listening on YouTube this is not the last time, but guys, this is not the full episode. God, please.
I don't even know what to say to you.
At this point, even the way they cut it, don't you see what happened? Like, when you're watching the YouTube video, are you not like, this thought, it doesn't seem complete now. What happened is because the rest. It's really like almost like a 2.5 hour conversation. We'll just put 40 or 30 minutes and then I'm very. So guys, don't ask us what's going on and there's a full conversation. You can find it on streaming
Just try
apps.
your best, what I mean? To like read the thing.
Exactly. You can find it on music and audio streaming
apps. God that will bless you, no problem.
All right. And we'll soon have a very great announcement.
We have a big announcement.
Very delicious announcement.
You know what's funny? I do know that whatever they think it is, it's not going to be that. And that's what always annoys me. We'll just say we have big announcement. People say Beyonce. Thank you. I'm always like, okay, based on what?
I reported something from Rema. Somebody says, yeah, our next guest. I said, where I want to see Divine. Where do I want to see?
You can see Divine.
No, you guys, I can't lie. This thing, it is true. For anybody that enters Murtala Mohammed like this, do you know that this person is in Lagos? I said, okay, so what should we now do? Why are you in it? It's as if they phoned us from the airport. Are you guys free? But anyway, it's a big announcement, but just cool down.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.